Hey, Flickin' Fanatics, this is Pastor Dad Fox here for a watch along reaction to the new series Willow on Disney Plus, Episode 1. This series is picking up where the 1988 film that was directed by Ron Howard, written by George Lucas, produced by Lucasfilms, this is picking up where that story leaves off. Curious to see where they'll go with characters such like Mad Mardigan, Saoirse, and Willow specifically as this new adventure begins. What's cool this time is instead of one movie or a sequel, we are getting a series to build off of the character of Willow. And wonderful that Warwick Davis is still with us and that he can reprise the role in order to play Willow for this series, which and Warwick Davis is a national treasure. Everyone should be grateful that he is around and he can still do wonderful things like this. So we're about to watch and we'll be beginning in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Episode is called The Gales. I like that it's opening on a book, like a story written about the wizard Willow.
Mad Mardigan was the man I'd marry. What can I say?
Ah, so Mad Mardigan and Saoirse did get married.
Even from herself. It was the only way I could protect her.
Oh. All right, so there were questions about whether this is a new story or a sequel, and definitely a sequel picking up from the other ones and following the story of the little girl, Laura. I love the masks that they're wearing here. All right, so this is pretty accurate. It's Mad Mardigan's son.
I don't know, you have this effect on me. It's just like nothing I've ever experienced.
Very much a...
What do you mean, why not?
You've got a bit of...
Very much of a ladies' man. Much like Mad Mardigan.
Whoa, wait, did you say Dove?
Dove, yes, that's what I call her. You know, like the most romantic, beautiful...
You don't know her name?
What's that on your neck?
Oh, I got bit by a fire moth, I think, which was strange.
You sure it wasn't a dove? You're picking out my clothes now? What am I, 6 years old?
Well, I shouldn't have to, but when you neglect your responsibilities for your hobby...
This is reminiscent of like Brave, where she wants to be more of an adventurer and warrior, and her mother wants her to be a princess, or at least present herself as one. Well, that was creepy.
If she's really your friend, she'll be happy for you.
She's gonna feel like I'm abandoning her when she needs me the most. Because I am.
That's a tough dynamic.
My dad, he was great. He was a knight of Galadorn.
Well, Mad Mardigan.
Yeah.
We all grew up on stories of your parents. How they rescued Elora Danan from Queen Bavmorda in the Battle of Knockmar.
So finally had a reference to Mad Mardigan as Eric's father. I'm assuming Kit is Elora Danan.
Freed Terrazleen from its curse. And for 200 moons, we've maintained a civil alliance.
So 200 moons.
Aiden marries my daughter, Kit.
Means there's somewhere like 18 years, 19 years. Something's going on with Saoirse. She keeps hearing the voices in the background. I was afraid they were going to poison her right there or something.
Keep it up.
As long as I have to.
Makes me curious who Borman is. That's who she was talking to in the prison.
I've been accepted to train with the Shining Legion, Kit. To become a Knight of Galador.
So Kit and Jade have a close friendship, bordering on a possible romantic relationship.
It's their first ever.
At least that's the vibe they give off. Very close friends.
Sorry, excuse me. Hey, I'm getting acquainted with my betrothed here. But...
Awkward.
Tournament to fight for herself.
her a chance to choose her own future.
Like I said, it's like Brave.
Rather than sticking your nose in matters that you're incapable of understanding and are not your concern.
Saoirse's not very nice at all. Of course, that's how she was in the first Willow movie.
And the prince. And then you will marry him.
Well, that didn't all go to plan.
Like Dad did.
I'm not him. Kid, I'm.
So Mad Mardigan left. Not to say I expected more. Weird. When things got hard, that's what Han Solo did too. A lot of winter dads in Lucas's writings.
It's not the greatest marriage proposal of all time. In fact, it might be the worst. But what if it was? What if it was better?
Worst proposal of all time. There's Jade. Saw that coming. Strong bond between those two.
Rest of my life.
I could.
Eric's pretty smooth. Saw that flowy hair. Oh, some sorcerers.
Is that fog?
Uh-oh. When it starts raining people down, you should get under cover. Ooh. Ah, Saoirse's sword. Nice. That paints an imposing figure. Holy crap.
Be careful.
Let our love be your strength.
Right.
All right, these are some scary villains or henchmen from the villains. Oh, there we go.
Something worse.
Fellas, press my cleaver.
Yes.
Where's the queen?
Oh, the sorcerer. No. They must be coming for Kit. Willow theme kicks in. Nice. Saoirse's not to be trifled with. It's an intense fight sequence. To this sorcerer like vanishing and reappearing. I love that he does a swirl kind of like teleportation type of thing. Ooh, Jade. There we go.
He was just behind me, fighting that witch.
Oh no, they scooped him up.
Bride-to-be travel beyond the barrier without
It's
you.
not ideal, but I'd learn to live with it.
Graydon is proving himself to be quite the charmer.
Even the one in the haberdashery with... Yeah, I just like the feel of velvet on my...
Even that.
Okay. Madness!
In the haberdashery. That's a word you don't hear used often enough.
Look, you can't track something that flies.
Which is why you're going to need a sorcerer.
Yes. Willow.
Who disagreed. He believed eventually evil would find its way in.
It's because Willow was wise.
Just be careful.
So who's Alora Dannon?
We have enemies without and within.
So if Kit isn't Alora Dannon,
Made
ooh, maybe it's Dove.
as a gift for when
life for Gallagher.
Because they hid her identity. Oh, or Jade is actually a Laura Dannon.
But by the oaths they keep.
I hope that
Oh, there's a twist.
Any night.
All right, predicting it now. Jade is a Laura Dannon. All right, I've said it. It's on paper. Episode 1. That's my prediction for the whole series. And that guy who got stabbed is slowly going to be controlled by the other people, and they're going to have a weapon on the inside. I'll be honest, that's kind of standard plot kind of tool to work its way in. Second he got stabbed, I knew he was doing the kind of the what is it, the Tesseract where he poked him in the chest and they gave him he could take over their minds, like what Loki was doing. It's that kind of thing. He stabbed him in the shoulder, and eventually that poison will work in and he'll be a slave to the bad guys. Another prediction, episode 1. You can check that box.
How much further to the barrier?
Another day, maybe less.
I love the sceneries in this show. They're beautiful.
Led by Commander Rima, an old friend.
You can also tell the special effects and the budget and the everything. It just looks so much better. The fight sequences, everything looks so much better. But the budget of the 1988 movie, the special effects were good practical effects, but they were cheap.
Die? Wish someone told me. I'm really scared of dying. That and communal bathing.
Oh man.
Yes. You think I'm a fool? Fine. I don't care. What we have comes around once.
Dove or Jade is a Laura Dannon. One of the two.
He doesn't give a damn about any of you.
Possum stew?
Possum stew.
Think or what you want to believe.
Why would I want
I hope Val Kilmer reprises the role of Mad Mardigan in this series. I like Borman. She's braver than they give her credit for. Better hurry up and get across that void. Jeez Louise.
He stirs from his deathless slumber deep below the surface.
Something tells me by reading this, he's opening it up. She made it. Whew. Oh, but she left her horse on the other side. Yeah, what happens if you walk through it? And this is what leads me to believe that maybe she's a Laura Dannon. Possibly. All right. So the force field is effective against a bunch of people, but not her in some way, shape, or form. Now she's without a horse. Mm-hmm. Saw that coming. Too long-winded of a speech. All right, Borman is awesome. Uh-oh. This reminds me of Young Guns 2 when he rides down the cliff and he's yelling, Atse, Atse, Atse. And then they say, what's that mean anyways? And it's an ancient Navajo word, means stop. Something tells me Hugala was supposed to tell him to stop.
That was incredible. I've never seen horses do that. What does Sugala mean?
It's an ancient Angorian word. It means stop.
They literally ripped off the line from Young Guns. I said it literally a minute before they did it.
When that day comes, we don't have to do things the way our parents did.
There you go. It's good wisdom. Willow's village.
And if you're not careful, it'll happen to you too.
We're looking for the sorcerer Willow.
Congrats.
Evil and defeated them.
The world needs you again. It needs your magic.
She is who she claims to be. How do you know?
This warms the heart. Oh, it's her, and he knows it. It was Dove.
It's so good to see you, Laura.
Yes.
The 9 realms, and the world's last, best hope against the evil coming to destroy us all.
She's gonna pass out.
What?
That's awesome. It does not appear as though there's anything else in the credits, so... Alright, that's it. That's the end of episode 1. Pretty good so far. I figured that Laura Dannon had to be in the group, and it was Dove or Jade, going back and forth on the two, but it's Dove. Of course, then again, I think if you go back and rewatch this, you would see that I predicted probably about 8 different people were Laura Dannon. So good to see Warwick Davis back as Willow, even though just right there at the very end. I love kind of the whole crew, and that was a great way to kind of lead off the series. So the search is for Eric and Madmartigan's son. I'm really also hopeful to see Madmartigan himself at some point in this series. I'm very hopeful that Val Kilmer came back to reprise the role, at least even for a short bit in this. Great episode so far. Good way to kick it off, and looking forward to episode 2. We'll be doing that one soon. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Let us know what you guys think and what are your predictions for the show. All right, we'll see you guys later.